rather than having these huge big goals, try and break things down into little wins. I think loads of little wins far, far, far outweigh these big, big, intimidating wins. When we set up the business, I brought in this consultant to work with me. A consultant, mentor, friend. I don't know how you kind of tagline it, but a guy called Alan Gilson. And he was just, he kind of paired with me at a time when I was really under a lot of pressure. I had a huge amount of challenges. And he kind of was a real support and offered serious guidance. Anyway, we were walking one day and he brought me in to check out this new business that was being built up. It was a donut store, and it was so well polished in terms of the production, the quality, the look and feel of the brand they produced on top. It was just, as I said, so well polished. It was beautiful. And I remember bumping into the owner and I had a quick word with him. And at the time, the opportunity wasn't right for us to work with him. Things have transpired and now they are. They just came in today. And it's funny how you have these kind of strange marking points or strange little wins within the business, but that was a real moment for me because, as I said, when we first went in, the opportunity wasn't right. Things have developed since, and now it is. And it kind of got me thinking that it's so important in business to celebrate even the small little things, but really everything. And I love watching interviews with various entrepreneurs, actors, anyone, and they all seem to share the same perspective that it's the journey retrospectively that is the real fulfilling thing. Whenever they reach the goal is grand, but actually it's looking back on the journey that brought them there that gives them I suppose, that satisfaction. It's when they really enjoyed it, when their backs were up against the wall, when they were really having to work hard, when there was a lot of uncertainty. And for me, I've gone through an interesting enough journey, and it is so easy to get kind of bogged down in that journey, so easy to get really frustrated with the day-to-day. I let certain moments on the day-to-day pass you by or get overshadowed by silly things. And for me, I probably reacted in the office a bit strangely. People were like, whoa, what the hell? It's great, but that's a bit strange. And I got a load of fulfillment, a load of joy from it, because I just thought we'd passed this kind of landmark in the business's growth. And there's all these little moments, and I just, as I said, I think they're so important to celebrate. It can be anything. It can be a new hire. It can be passing a certain revenue point. But I think it's really, really important to, they say in business, have goals, and oftentimes we create these huge, big goals that almost are intimidating to the point that you don't achieve them. But I actually think these micro goals are really, really beneficial. And they give you a great sense of fulfillment on a day-to-day basis, or even on an hour-to-hour if you're going crazy with them. But for me, as I said, really appreciating the journey that you're going through on a day-to-day basis, and marking out not these huge big goals, but all the small goals on a little way that lead ultimately to the bigger thing. So maybe it's a bit of an insight on our part, but also a kind of a lesson that I do feel when you're in the middle of building something and you're really back up against the wall, try not to get too caught up in that, and actually try and take a step back and appreciate where you're at. Kind of hard when you're in the moment, but if you look at that moment and look back maybe 2 months or 4 months or 6 months, suddenly you appreciate, God, we've really progressed. And so that's something for me. I got to look back almost at a 2-year swing and go, wow, that is brilliant. It's great. I'm really, really happy. And so for me, I'd suggest if you are in the same position where you're building up a business, rather than having these huge, big goals, try and break things down into little wins. I think loads of little wins far, far, far outweigh these big, big, intimidating wins. So yeah, that's my I suppose bit of insight, but bit of perspective and opinion. How do you, if you're following this and you're in a similar position, how do you break things down? What do you think? Let me know your perspective. Give me a bit of feedback and enjoy. Thank you.